Since the dawn of humanity, people have been looking for explanations about things beyond their power of understanding. Thus, demons, gods, ghosts, or other fantastic creatures appeared in their beliefs. The entire planet bears the footsteps of these entities who have left their mark on the culture and folklore with peoples that have been contacting Puma Punku, Chichén Itzá, the pyramids of Egypt, the rooms and tunnels under the Bucegi Mountains, which are said to have been built by a race of giants, some of them representing the source of stories or legends about space visitors or winged angels who fought in the name of the Lord.
The evidence that something extraordinary happened at Puma Punku is in front of our very eyes, because at Puma Punku we find evidence of stone cuts that we today could only replicate if we use the most sophisticated of technologies.
Ancient Egypt had always been polytheistic, many gods, and then there is a new leader, a new pharaoh with a new idea. Akhenaten announces there will be one God. They will be a monotheistic people. Aten, the sun god, would be the one divinity they all worshipped. The image is the sun disk.
Literally, the whole life of ancient cultures was conducted under the direct guidance and participation of the gods. Our ancestors described them as real beings, even though many historians consider them to be just primitive fantasies. The secrets of free energy, the secret space program, or the true nature of the cosmos. The governments of the world and the hidden masters of the New World Order are, at this point, the most discussed topic in the online environment and vehemently denied by the American government. Anyone who truly knows the story of Nikola Tesla would tell you how they gaped in awe and shook their head in sadness. The awe would be because of how great Tesla's innovative mind was, and the sadness would be about what could have been possible if Nikola Tesla had received all the necessary attention and support he needed and rightfully deserved.
Tesla went out to Colorado Springs to see if he could send electricity miles, which is a tremendous achievement, but he had a huge tower, and there was 200 feet to the top. His assistant was located at the laboratory, and Tesla said, "When I give you the signal, I want you to throw the switch and fire up the wireless system." And Tesla probably walked 4 miles away.
As we all know, the media, still in the hands of the global evil elite, do not sweat any words about the existing technologies it owns that could pull mankind away from the crisis, but also from the fossil fuel age and the provision of free energy to mankind, thus making an enormous leap in the evolution of civilization.
He would see an invention appear before his eyes in almost holographic detail. He said that he could rotate these visions, take them apart piece by piece, and he knew exactly how he was going to build these inventions.
One of his greatest inventions that never saw the light of day because he could not find funding is the Wardenclyffe Tower, or better known as the Tesla Tower. This genius believed that he was able to find a way to transmit energy through the air, just as today we are able to transmit data wirelessly, thanks to many towers around the world that serve as transmitters. This was a dream so big that, having found the resources to create a prototype with his first tower in his laboratory in Shoreham, New York, he would have changed the world forever with one of the evolutions that we can only dream of and maybe compare with the internet or jet engines.
Nikola Tesla felt there was a knowledge base located somewhere in the universe that all of humanity could tap into if they just knew how to properly tune their mind to this knowledge base.
Breakthrough technologies emerge rapidly as time advances, and the public is most of the time left in the dark. What government institutions have developed and understood during the past centuries would greatly challenge our life understanding. So why would they break this perfect control paradigm when they can just leave it so and operate from the shadows? In recent years, countless people have reported seeing flying objects of strange shapes, including triangular and spectacular trajectories.
Hundreds of people that came as witnesses and other people just spectators, but lots of people had the same exact story that we had.
I saw all these people who had seen the UFOs that were helping to back me up.
We're used to seeing a lot of jets, helicopters, and everything like that, but to this day I have no idea what I saw, and I have no idea what made the light that I saw that night.
Without ever challenging the existence of UFOs of ancient origin, we must make it clear that some of such aircraft are in fact owned and used in the greatest secrecy by the U.S. government. Black budget began to come to light after October-November 2012 and rely primarily on the personal testimony of an insider named Daniel, who claims to have been part of the Montauk Project, which later turned into Phoenix 1, 2, and 3.
New tonight, details from a top-secret federal budget dubbed the Black Budget. The Washington Post first broke the news online with details provided by none other than former intelligence contractor Edward Snowden.
Black Budget is the budget for the U.S. spy services, which include the CIA and the NSA, which you've been reading a lot about, and about 14 other agencies. So it's the total budget for espionage for the U.S. government.
These black budget projects are carefully guarded by the eyes of the public. One of the main objectives involved in these projects was the testing and development of many technologies based on Nikola Tesla's work: cold fusion, Pons and Fleischmann, nuclear energy reacts, antimatter and anti-hydrogen propulsion systems, and others. Nikola Tesla is the man who had lit the previous century and bridged the gap leading into the next, with over 900 patents approved across his lifetime.
Nikola Tesla had a vision of what's to come into the future. Tesla had enormous dreams, and he had the genius to carry them out.
We owe him everything from LED lights, alternating current, Tesla turbine, Tesla coil, radio and remote control, the magnifying transmitter, neon lamp, X-rays, Adams power plant transformer house, induction motor, electric cars, robotics, laser, wireless communications and limitless free energy, artificial tidal wave to electric-powered supersonic airship or death beam, and many other patents. And these are all inventions on the surface. Inventions that humans at that stage of evolution could grasp and understand.
Throughout the 1920s and 30s, Tesla continually talked about anti-gravity ships that could derive power from his Wardenclyffe towers that were going to be broadcasting power. He claimed that these ships did not have wings or fuel. They were completely electric.
If you have the slightest idea about UFO sightings, unidentified flying objects, you probably just stare at the sky and wonder what kind of aliens control these things. But when it comes to TR-3B Astra, it's not what you'd expect at all. To understand the truth about TR-3B Astra, you'll have to catch a glimpse of the world of Aurora, one of the best-kept government secrets to this day. To make a clearer picture, Aurora is not a planet of aliens or an invading army of cyborgs. As a matter of fact, this name has its roots right here in the US. So, what is this TR-3B Astra? The TR-3B Astra, also known as the Black Triangle, is a nuclear-powered anti-gravity aircraft secretly built and maintained by the U.S. government. It all started in 1982 with the Black Program, a secret Air Force project funded with what is known as the Black Budget, estimated to be worth about $3 billion. The technology behind this aircraft is considered beyond everyday technology. Some even point out that it might as well have been inspired by alien technology. For example, this aircraft has a stealth flight mode, a trait uncommon for decades ago.